Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss M15 draft. Our rare preeminent captain, pretty good. Also got a Johnny's Pride Mate. It's quite a few ways to gain life in white. That could be good as well. It's also a soldier. Yeah, preeminent captain's pretty good. We can pick up some soldiers. I wish I knew all the colors where soldiers would be at. I'm trying to think. There's actually just some really good picks in general in here. Flesh to Dust, one of the better removal spells in the entire format. Frostlinks is a card I like a lot. Triplicate Spirits is a great card. Of course, Pride Mate. So really it's Captain, Pride Mate, Flesh to Dust, Triplicate Spirits. So a lot of different white picks. I mean, first pick seems like a pretty safe time to take the Captain, mostly because I can just be hunting for soldiers. But we'll see. I'm going to take it. I'm going to try it out, see how much I like it. Well, there's an Ogre Spirit. Let's see here. So this guy's a soldier, but he's a pretty cheap one. Willforged Golem is not a soldier. Gargoyle Sentinel's pretty good. Yeah. Covenant of Blood, of course. My last draft got 5 of those, so there's always that. I could take the Kirkesh now. It doesn't matter, really. It's just a good card. Otherwise, if I want to stay with the preeminent captain pick, I probably take Sentinel, because I like how efficient it is, and it's colorless, and it's an artifact. So there's just a lot of positive interactions with it. Turns on just a ton of different, spells that interact with, like Scrapyard Mongrel, stuff like that in this format. And then blocks well, as well as attacks well later. I'm a big fan of the Gargoyle Sentinel, to be honest. I think I'm going to take it. Kirkesh is better, but Sentinel's colorless and has random, weird, positive interactions with other cards. Ooh, Foil Sliver Hive. That's kind of cool. Let's see here. So we've got a Cursed Spirit, which is got some Intimidate. Indeed good. Got a Razorfoot Griffin, pretty good. Sanctified Charge. No soldiers in here that I see. Could just take the Razorfoot Griffin. Flying First Strike. Nice little combination of abilities. And it's on white with our preeminent captain. Otherwise, Into the Void is a great spell. Bounce 2 creatures is huge. Like I said, a Cursed Spirit is good because of the evasion, but this has evasion as well. And is on color with preeminent captain. Then we could just play First Strike deck, maybe? I don't know. Bloodhost is a good card. Definitely think that guy's good. So I think the most powerful card in here is Into the Void. Do I want to slam that over the Razorfoot Griffin? Probably, maybe. But I think I'm going to take the Griffin anyway. I mean, if you're going to cut white, better do it early. Let's see here. We've got Ulcerate in black, which is some removal. Could take another Griffin. Then we're really on the First Strike deck plan, which isn't bad, in my opinion. Living Totem, also good. Let's take another Griffin. I think I'm okay with that. Otherwise, yeah, there's some decent other stuff in here. Ulcerate, yeah, is black. Some removal. Someone had mentioned in the comments a little while ago that this is really a format that rewards you for being allied color. They've got like the Dauntless River Marshal and all of that nonsense, that cycle of creature. All of those creatures are very good. So I would say, I think I would agree that that is a good reason to go into the allied colors. That being said, I mean, if black is super open, I'm going to start picking it up and maybe make black white. But for now, just going to keep my eye open for good soldiers and pick up solid white picks. I mean, Sunblade Elf, definitely a reason to be in green-white, but I don't see any reason to dodge the Swift Claw here. It's on white with our main colors, and I like picking up all this white early, even though some of them not as good as some of the picks we've passed, like the Into the Void and stuff. I took the Griffin over it. I'm not necessarily regretting that yet, because if we do our job correctly and cut white very effectively, we'll hopefully have free reign on it, at least pack 3, but hopefully pack 2 as well. Warden of the Beyond in here, which is good, and I've played it before, but a little more difficult than you'd think to make your opponent exile something. But let's take Swiftclaw. I like him. Oppressive Raise, another good white pick. What else is good in here? Living Totem is a legit good card. I like that. Divination, of course. Siege Worm's fine. Witch's Familiar is playable. Nothing too insane otherwise, but yeah, I actually like Oppressive Raise straight up, so let's take that. Alright. Table of Frostlinks is a good reason to maybe go into blue. Also, Peel from Reality, but I think I actually prefer the Frostlinks here. Tapping stuff down can be, especially when you have good evasion, can be really valuable just to buy you some time. And if I pick up Peel from Realities, they have very good interaction with Frostlinks as well. There's also Ensoul Artifact, which is pretty cool. But I think I would prefer the Frostlinks. Tabling of Frostlinks is a pretty good sign for blue. Okay, so now it's Divination versus Selfless Cathar. I like the Selfless Cathar a lot. It's not a soldier, but it doesn't really matter. I like that it can pump your team. Another really positive thing about Selfless Cathar is white has both Raise the Alarm and Triplicate Spirits. So what's really nice about that is his activated ability is great with both of those cards, and he is a cheap way to make Triplicate Spirits cheaper. So I kind of like that, and it makes me want to take it over the Divination, so I think I am going to. Okay, I'm going to take the Bronze Sable. There is a Darksteel Citadel in here in case I found a Ensoul Artifact, but there's actually a reason why Bronze Sable is good beyond that. I mean, you can also Ensoul Artifact Bronze Sable, it just isn't indestructible. But the reason I like Bronze Sable in this format is there's both Krinko's Enforcer and a Curse Spirit, both of which have Intimidate and both of which Bronze Sable can trade with. So he's actually better in this format than he was in Theros block. Alright, here's a soldier, I guess. Solid 2-drop. We'll pick up Kinsbale Skirmisher pretty happily. Nothing else too crazy in here. Alright, Sable number 2. I'm fine with that. Chrono Stutter. Yeah, we'll take it. It's better than Tireless Missionaries. Fugitive Wizard. We'll just cut blue a little bit. See if that works out for us. Trying to make a blue-white thing work if possible. Alright, pretty good pack 1 for us, I would say. Didn't really pick up any soldiers worth mentioning, just Skirmisher, but it's not a great one to cheat in. I guess it's okay, it's just cheap enough where cheating it in doesn't really matter. So it'd be nice to pick up some soldier that's huge reward. Ooh, Goblin Rabble Master, that guy's good. Midnight Guard is a soldier. Illusory Angel is a very good card. We have the cheap goods to make that work too. So I actually kind of want to take the Illusory Angel. There's also Constricting Sliver, which is a great card too. It's a removal spell on a creature. Tough to deny that. I think I'm still going to take the Illusory Angel though. We've already got a very good amount of 1 and 2 drops, and I just really think this card takes the game over pretty easily. It's a good reason to push more into blue too. Otherwise, I'm just taking Constricting Sliver, which I would also be happy with. But I really do believe Illusory Angel takes the game over fast. So I think we're just going to slam this dude. Okay, a third Razorfoot Griffin. There's also M15 Path Mage. Darksteel Citadel, just in case we get that Soul Artifact. But I think I'm okay with Griffin number 3. Get some more First Strike going. No problems there. Otherwise, Path Mage is cool too. But at this point, we've got a few flyers already, and I can just get behind this. I'm wondering where all the soldiers are at. I don't think I've overlooked too many. Maybe there's not as many BA soldiers as I thought. But let's hook it up with the third Razorfoot Griffin, see how that works out for us. Pillar of Light. It's a good way to exile something. Would have made that 3-drop dude better, but I think we're just going to slam the Oppressive Raise number 2 because white removal, a little bit more difficult to come by, and I just like Oppressive Raise. It's a good card, especially with the sheer amount of cheap stuff we've got. You can really brutalize somebody fast, so we'll take it. Okay. Not a ton in here for us, is there? Ephemeral Shields make something indestructible, which isn't bad at all, but I think we're more in divination territory. I'd like to draw some cards. Divination is good. We'll take it. Alright, Sentinel number 2. Military Intelligence. This might be the deck for that. We've got quite a few flying guys. Willforge Golem is a good card, definitely. We have enough cheap stuff where we can get him down reasonably fast as well. Gargoyle Sentinel, of course. I guess the more you get of him, the less good he gets, because he's kind of a investment. I'm probably fine with Military Intelligence. I mean, we're in blue-white. That really is the color combo to be doing Military Intelligence, because you presumably get a lot of flyers, and in our case get a lot of cheap stuff. I guess I'll take the Military Intelligence. I think I'm happy with it. Seems like it'd work well for us. Alright, Midnight Guard is a soldier, and Crust is a removal spell. Midnight Guard is good for Convoke. Just ups our creature count. And Crust is straight up removal, though. Currently, I guess we're just sitting with a couple Oppressive Rays and a Chrono Stutter. I guess I'll take the removal over the soldier. I mean, it's cool that Preeminent Captain can cheat him out, but it's not like the end-all be-all. So I think we'll take in Crust. I see. No real way to get super value out of that. Could play the Sanctified Charge, actually. I think that's pretty good in here. Otherwise, a second Chrono Stutter's fine. But yeah, I think Sanctified Charge is actually right in the direction that we want, since we've got a good creature count going already, and we could still have a chance to pick up some more valuable stuff. Triplicate Spirits or something like that. Raise the Alarm, ideally. None of these cards really matter. I'm probably not playing Ornithopter. But I guess if I got an Ensoul Artifact, I might. I mean, we already have 3 artifacts to turn into it, but I'm not really playing Soulmender, I don't think. Don't really need the Hydro Surge. Torchfiend can kill some of our guys. I guess that's decent against us. I guess I'll take Ornithopter. Probably not playing it. Alright. I'm going to take the Midnight Guard over the Chrono Stutter because it's a decent creature. 2/3s are good. Untap is good with Convoke, which we currently don't have, but it's also a soldier, so okay. Darksteel Citadel, just in case. Return to the ranks. We've got 5 creatures currently this affects. I guess we might as well take it. You never know how pack 3 is going to turn out. Alright, Chrono Stutter number 2. I think I'm going to take it over the counter in the second Divination. I don't mind Chrono Stutter that much. I think it's a pretty decent spell. Take the Rough Rider. It's the best card, best creature in there, at least, I think. Hunter's Ambush could be a blowout if someone's heavy enough green. Okay, pack 2, not quite as good as our pack 1, but we're still okay. So we're sitting at 22 cards right now, 13 creatures. There's definitely some upgrades this deck could use, but I'm trying to think what the first cut is. Probably one of the Chrono Stutters would be an easy cut. I would still play it in Crust over it. Wow, second Return to the Ranks, that's funny. We've got Welkin Turn, which is some more evasion, very good with the Military Intelligence. Helps us with our flight plan. Seraph of the Masses is a very powerful card. Otherwise, if you convoke this bad boy out, you can get a really nice sized flyer. At the same time, I do want the Welkin Turn for consistency. Better with the Military Intelligence, but Seraph of the Masses is just a more powerful card especially with the Midnight Guard. We're in white, so we still have a chance this pack to pick up stuff that makes it even better, like Raise the Alarm and Triplicate Spirits. I mean, I still do want the Welkin Turn. The Welkin Turn works better with our Illusory Angel and our Military Intelligence. That's kind of the reason I want to take it. Go for more of the cheap flyover above sort of deck. I think I'm going for that plan. We are aggressive enough where I just want to take really cheap dudes and just start getting in there. Alright, we get rewarded with the Seraph of the Masses anyway, so I'll take it and I'll likely play it. Otherwise I take an Ephemeral Shields, which I probably don't need. So I think our first cut is probably one of these Chrono Stutters, and then we'll pick up the Seraph of the Masses, which is a pretty good flyer. Alright, Illusory Angel number 2. There's also the Raise the Alarm. Good choices here. I think we're going Illusory Angel number 2. We've got enough 2-drops where I can comfortably play Illusory Angel, I think. Even at 6 mana, playing 2 dudes is good. I mean, I really do like Raise the Alarm. It's good with Military Intelligence. It's good with Sanctified Charge. But I think I'd rather just get 4/4 for 3. And then just probably cut the Return to the Ranks at this point, even though it's fine. I think I'd probably just like to play Illusory Angel instead. Alternatively, I guess I could cut like the second Chrono Stutter and just play that instead. But I have a feeling I'm going to end up cutting the Chrono Stutter anyway. But for now, let's take the second Illusory Angel. That card's just too good to pass up. All right, we're going to take, I think, the Welkin Turn over the second Oresco Swiftclaw. I think I would prefer to have the, even though this does have a drawback of can only block creatures with flying, just the fact that it's got the evasion makes me want to play it over the Swiftclaw. But Swiftclaw does get in for more damage overall. I think I'm still on the Welkin Turn plan. Let's go evasion. Let's go deep on this flight plan. Jeez, going real deep. Also Constricting Sliver in here, but yeah, we're going. Let's just go Welkin Turn for days. So let's cut. Maybe cut the second Chrono Stutter. Guess we could cut the Divination. I do like Constricting Sliver, just to let you know. I guess we'd be pretty short on removal if I cut Chrono Stutter, but, well, double Oppressive Raise and Crust maybe is enough. Lifelink could throw us off our game pretty good, but that's okay. Ooh, you know, Sacred Armory in this deck actually seems legit. Alright, well, we're going to take the Pegasus because it flies. I don't think we have any means to pump it beyond the Sanctified Charge. Oh, I guess Selfless Cathar too. Okay. I still have to make cuts? Jeez. Guess I could play a 16-card deck. Probably cut one of these Sables pretty easily. I mean, we're definitely taking the Pegasus, so maybe we can cut both Sables. We don't get a ton of rewards for it anyway. And Preeminent Captain's not even that good in this deck at this point. We literally have like 1, maybe 2 soldiers we can cheat out, so just don't have a lot for that. Pillar of Light is totally legit, so I can take that pretty easily here. Maybe we just get out of Brown Sables. Not really necessary. We've got just tons of flyers at this point. Could cut the Chrono Stutter. I'm trying to think if I need 17 lands. I actually don't need 17 lands. The bulk of my deck is at 2 and 3. Illusory Angel really is going to require at least 4 mana and more likely 5 mana for me to be able to play it, because I gotta just slam a 2-drop into it. So I may still play 17 lands. Get off the Chrono Stutter plan, perhaps. Wow, tabling a Swiftclaw is great. I didn't even realize Dissipate was in this format, which is kind of funny. That's like the first time I've seen it. Pilgrim finds us Oppressive Raise, which is good, but I'd still rather have the Swiftclaw. It's just more efficient beater. You know, Return to the Ranks is getting much better in this deck. Do I need a 4th Razorfoot Griffin? I probably don't need a 2nd Return to the Ranks either, to be honest. I'm probably not playing either. Having two of these with the sheer amount of 2-drops we have could be a good sideboard plan against a removal deck. I think the thing is I'm just not playing 4 Razorfoot Griffins, so there's no reason to take it. Alright, we're going to take the Ephemeral Shields, though. Probably not main decking it, but once again, if we play against removal heavy deck... Wow, tabling Raise the Alarm is pretty surprising. Definitely going to take that. Wow, I don't even understand what's going on anymore. We're just getting super late goodies. So this deck is very strong, and at that point, with that many 2-drops, I think I'm comfortably playing. I think I might find some way to play Return to the Ranks in here. Like I'm gonna be able to easily do that. Pretty sure. Maybe we don't even need the Gargoyle Sentinel. Maybe I mean, there are some definite cuts we can do at this point. Try and find some space for Return to the Ranks. Just because, I don't know, that is a lot of 2-drop. And that's a lot of 2-drop creatures to return. But I just don't know yet. Just because we already have so much good stuff. Let's group them separate. So 31 cards, geez. Let's cut the Chrono Stutter. It's just not super exciting. Got 20 creatures. This is kind of a creature too. Let's cut the Ephemeral Shields main deck. Let's cut the Divination. I like the card. It's just I feel like this deck doesn't need it as much. Like if in place of Divination, I should really be playing like Return to the Ranks, just because I feel like I could potentially get more out of it. But I mean, that being said, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I don't even need to main deck Return to the Ranks either. I do like the Military Intelligence in here a lot. Just tons of flyers. The sheer amount of 2-drop creatures we have is insane. Ornithopter actually has pretty positive interaction with Illusory Angel, but we've got enough ways to play it where I don't think that's a big deal. Preeminent Captain's just straight up pretty unexciting in here. I have like 2 soldiers overall. Just not enough to make me motivated to play it. Don't have a lot of pumps for our flyers. Don't have a ton of removal. Encrust, Pillar, double Oppressive Raise, double Chrono Stutter out of the side, but I'm still fine with cutting them for now. Sanctified Charge is just a bomb in here. 20 creatures. Maybe I can cut one of the Razorfoot Griffins. I still can pretty easily play Seraph of the Masses with 19 creatures. This card will be really good, I think. I guess Frostlinks is kind of removal too. I still kind of want to play 17 lands, just because I want to make sure. These are kind of like 5-drops, if you think about it. They're certainly not 3-drops. So I guess I would still like to play 17 lands. That might be wrong, though. I don't know. Let's cut the Tinkerer, because even though he's okay, we don't have a ton of artifacts, so... I mean, I'm probably okay with even cutting the Gargoyle Sentinel, just because it's not quite as consistent with the rest of the deck. It's not quite doing the same game plan as the rest of the deck, which is play stuff really fast and early. I don't know. I'm really trying to make this play 16 lands just because we really don't have a lot of late game. We really are doing a ton of stuff early. So let's cut the Sentinel. Even though he's fine, we've got triple Swiftclaw, which essentially does the same thing defensively for 1 less mana. I mean, offensively, this is better, but the 3 mana price tag maybe makes it unnecessary. And if I play against a deck with a ton of Intimidators, I've got Brown Sables and him to go into. It's more like 18 creatures with the Raise the Alarm as well. I think one more cut, and I am going to play 16 lands. I don't really see the purpose of playing 17. It's tougher to justify it when your curve is literally this low. So I could cut the Return to the Ranks and just play that as a sideboard card. Because there's just some decks where it's not going to do all that much. And there might be some situations where I want a couple of them out of the sideboard. But yeah, I mean, something like this looks super efficient. Illusory Angel, once again, are kind of like 5 drops, but they can also be 4 drops with Selfless or Oppressive Raise, so I still think we can get away with 16 lands pretty easily. Seraph of the Masses is not a 7 drop. The vast majority of the time I expect it to be like a 5 drop and more likely a 4 drop. So I think I'm going to try and get away with 16 lands. Our removal suit, like I said, a little bit low, but double Oppressive Raise and Crust, Pillar, Frostlinks is enough. Certainly enough. A lot of flyers, so reach is going to be an issue, but other than that, looking good. I like it. It's definitely a hot looking deck. So let's sort by color, see what we're looking at. Much more white than blue. What do they say for lands? They say 10-6. I don't know if I agree with that. Let's do 9-7 instead, because I do want to be able to play Welkin Turn on turn 2. We're not super color intensive. If you look, let's group them all together. Okay, we're not super color intensive. Literally the only double color spell we have is in Crust. So I think 9-7 is fine. I like the deck. I very much like this deck. I think it looks very consistent. It looks quick. Really puts a lot of pressure on early with triple Swiftclaw, triple Welkin Turn. That's huge. Military Intelligence is looking real good in this deck. Yeah, I like this a lot. I think this deck can go far. So, yeah, we're going to jam it like this, and we'll see you guys round 1.